All right, ladies and gentlemen, because of how awful this NBA season has been, because of their lack of communication and how they handle business, and with all the late scratches and you know all the DMPs and all the foolishness, a lot of people are very happy to finally um, be back to baseball. So this is going to be a very quick, calm video of some of the players that I'm looking at, some of the stats that I'm looking at. It's going to be a very quick video, just to get you guys that aren't familiar with baseball a little bit of an idea of what to do. So we're at pitcher. Obviously, we got the spend up stat. Can mow down any team. Skeens, Wheeler, Sale, Crochet, all self-explanatory. Of course, you're gonna try to get away from some of the better bats. So like Texas, but I still love Crochet. I love him now that he's not on the White Sox. I'm not scared of Texas. Maybe I should be. I'm not scared of Texas. If I'm playing a lot of lineups, I'm definitely gonna have some Crochet. I'm gonna have some Reagans, some Skeens. The thing with Skeens is that he's gonna be very popular, as he should be. I'm not really scared of Pablo Lopez, but I don't think there's anyone at St. Louis that I really want to get to. Michael King, I'm expecting Atlanta to bounce back. So I probably don't get the King. Alcantara, I don't mind getting to him. I do like some Pirates. We'll go over that in a second. Cincinnati's always a scary team. Logan Webb is a good pitcher. Cincinnati can't be scary. On paper, they're scary. They did lose India, so that will free up some of the other guys to get some bats, some at bats, some of those bench guys. Actually, let's run over there real quick and let's see. Let's see what we got going on in Cincinnati. Should be Stevenson, Steer, Candelario. Okay. McLean. So McLean. Okay. Candelario, Lux. Encarnacion. All right. So Cincinnati still has a pretty much dangerous team on paper. Because we know that they like to wet the bed a lot. So I still like, on paper, I still love Friedel, Steer, Fraley, De La Cruz. I like all of them. So, like I said, I like Logan Webb, but I still think Cincinnati can be dangerous if they decide to show up to work. So I'll probably pass on Logan Webb. Where are we? Hunter Green, San Francisco should be dangerous this season, but Hunter Green's also a good pitcher. So, listen, you're not wrong either way. That's the thing with baseball. It's like you got good pitchers going up against good bats, and then you don't know what to do. What I tweaked last season is I stopped being scared of going up against good pitching and just let the bats fly. And it worked out because at the end of the day, these pitchers don't pitch 9 innings. You know what I'm saying? So you get them out of there early, and then once the relievers come in, you just smash them. That's what you want. It don't always go how you want, but that's what you're looking for. As far as stacks go, what stack did I just tell you I liked? I just told you I like the stack. I like Kansas. I like the Kansas City stack. I like a mini Pittsburgh stack. I like Cincinnati. I like San Francisco. I love Philly, but I think Philly is going to be very popular anyway. Philly's going to be very popular. There's nothing you can really do about that. Catcher, we're gonna go player by player. But if you're watching this video and you're listening to this video, you already heard the stacks that I like, and I'm just gonna highlight some players from each position. Salvador Realmuto, I'm gonna try to shove them in my lineups. Who's the Mets pitcher? Is it Robertson or something like that? Where are you at? Holmes. Clay Holmes. Holmes allowed 2 hits, 3 walks, 5 scoreless innings, Grapefruit League. He struck out 8. I do like Houston. I like pieces of Houston. I do like pieces. I already have Houston bats that I want to get to. Diaz is in play. Jeffers at 38. I like Wong in a Boston stack. Not really interested in Bart, to be honest with you. I don't really venture out when it comes to catcher. I like to play catchers that are tried and true because I'm not trying to have a big fat zero on my catcher spot. So I most likely will spend up for catcher every slate. Perez, Remuto, Diaz, Wong. I don't mind Bailey in a San Francisco stack. And I think that's about it for catcher. First base. I don't know if I get the Harper. I do like Philly. I don't know if I get the Harper because of the price, but he's absolutely in play. Olsen is an okay play. Don't think I get the Pete because of Valdez being a low ball hitter. Berger, not a bad play. I just don't like him on this slate. Candelario's in play. I do like Texas, but I don't. But I trust Crochet. That's the problem. Contreras is in play. No, I don't think we're going to erase on this slate. Not against Chris Sale. I don't really see too many first basemen jumping out at me, to be honest with you. I mean, that I'm going to play. Yeah, I could lie and say anything, but so you know what that means? That means that I like Harper and Olsen a little bit more because of the lack of first baseman that actually I want to play, like that I actually like. So let's go to second base. Altuve and Bregman absolutely in play. McLean is in play. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. I like Texas, but I trust Crochet. So that's my dilemma. Maybe I'll make one lineup with Texas bats and one lineup with Crochet. Maybe I'll do that. No problem. Albies is always in play. Rengifo's in play. Stott in play. That's if we get to him. I prefer Bohm, but I mean, if you have a Philly stat and Stott is your last man in, not the end of the world. Cronenworth, I'm not going to get to any. I don't think I get to any Padres, to be honest with you. Brendan Donovan, he's fine. All right, let's go to third baseman. All right, we got J Ram, one of my favorite players. Definitely not gonna. Probably won't get to him against Reagans. Riley's in play. Devers is in play. I want to play Mets. I love if you've been in my Patreon or if you're one of my channel members, you know I love stacking Mets. You know I like stacking Oakland. I'm not gonna force it on this slate against Valdez. I mean, the more I look at it, the more I want to force it. But What I'll probably do again is make a lineup with Mets bats, and then make another lineup with Valdez, because I'm itching to play the Mets, but I don't like going up against Valdez. I like Bohm. Paredes, I don't mind. I could get to Miranda if I'm playing a Minnesota stack, no problem. I like Chapman. I don't mind Arenado. Um, I don't think I'm getting the Wilmer Flores. All right, before we go to shortstop, if you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you need help with MLB, I can help you. Check out the Patreon link in the description. Check out the channel memberships right here on YouTube. We do have regular MLB tiers, only MLB tiers, and then we do have MLB and NBA combo tiers if you want to play both. So you can jump into Patreon, jump into channel memberships, see which tier fits your needs, and then you can just tap in and we can handle our business. Everything else should be in the description. And if you have any questions, you can just leave it in the chat. Give me 1 second. We go to shortstop. Um, that's my mother texting me. I don't know what she think this is. Um, talking about. Never mind. Okay, shortstop. All right, so I'm gonna try as best as possible to shove Bobby Witt up my ass. Pause. I'm gonna get him in the lineup. I no matter what I got to do. So my Kansas City stack absolutely gonna have Bobby Witt in there. Play a lot of Bobby Witt. He doesn't disappoint. De La Cruz, if we're doing the Cincinnati stack. Lindor, all the players are in shortstop. Lindor is absolutely in play if you're doing a Met stack. Same thing with Turner with Philly. No Abrams for me on this slate. I'm not messing with Wheeler. Correa, I'm not really a Correa guy, but you know he was decent last season. I don't mind a Minnesota stack. No Bogarts for me. Story's in play. Adamias is in play. I like Adamias, so you can definitely be part of my San Francisco stack. I mentioned Rengifo already. No Edward, no Miami for me. No thank you. Fitzgerald's. Um, is he starting? That's the question. But Fitzgerald does play different positions, so we'll see what's going on with Fitzgerald. We'll see what that starting lineup looks like. If he starts, he's in play. Acuna, if they put him at the bottom of that order, and you have a Met stat, absolutely in play, no problem. What else? All right, let's go to outfield. This is where our bread is buttered. And then let's wrap this bad boy up. All right, so Soto, obviously, if you're playing a Met stack, or if you're playing, if you want to play him by himself, absolutely fine. One of the top 5 players in baseball. Even if you want to play Bobby Witt by himself, any of these top guys, you want to play them by themselves, you can absolutely do that. It's going to be hard to get stacks with everybody that you want. So if you want to run Witt, De La Cruz, Lindor, Pete Alonso, Olsen, you want to run these guys naked, have at it. Just because you're gonna watch a lot of MLB videos, and they're gonna always tell you about stack. Yeah, you want to make stacks so that when a team goes off, you're getting parts of it. But if you're feeling your gut a certain player is gonna go off, then play what you want to play. Soto, absolutely in play. Alvarez, I'll try to incorporate into my Astro stack. Passing on Tatis. Duran, absolutely in play. Passing on all the Padres. Schwarber's in play. Trout's in play. I want to play Trout before he gets hurt again, and that's not even a joke. I'm being dead serious. I like Altuve, Cruz, Ozuna. I don't mind Reynolds, Garcia in a Texas stack, Castellanos in that Philly stack. I don't mind Ward in the LA stack. See, this is where you could get a lot of your you get a lot of good plays out of outfield because there's a lot of good plays here. Robert Jr. naked. If you want, I'm not stacking the White Sox. No, thank you. Stare. Soler, you could take a shot. I don't want to really play a lot of Cleveland because I like Cole Reagans. I want to get to Cole Reagans, but like I said, I think I said it earlier. If you run a Cleveland stack in one lineup and then Reagans in another lineup, that's absolutely fine. Itching to play Nemo. I guess I will have a Met stat, and if I do play Valdez, it will be in another lineup, I guess. Fraley, I don't know if Fraley is in the starting lineup, but if he is, then you can have at it. Sterling Marte. What else? So yeah, there's a lot of good plays in outfield. Mid range. Because there's a lot. You're not going to be able to get a lot of those spend ups in your lineup, so you got to be able to mix it up. Listen, I'm gonna go on and get out of here. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell. Don't forget. What else? What else? I think that's about it. Any questions, just throw it in the chat, and I'm gonna go on and get out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Ciao.